Welcome back, students. Today I am going to talk about Thomas Hardy's literary life, that is, his life in relation to his works, his major writings. As for now, you all know that he was a famous Victorian writer. First, I'll tell you about his novels. Desperate Remedies was his first novel, which was published in 1871. Next year, in 1872, another novel, Under the Greenwood Tree, got published, in which Hardy's philosophy of life is well expressed, and it was also a perfect piece of art. Then, next year, in 1873, came A Pair of Blue Eyes, in which tragedy and irony both are reflected together. The novel that made him popular was Far from the Madding Crowd. It came in 1874. In 1878, The Return of the Native had been published. Then between 1878 and 1912, he wrote 9 more novels, including The Trumpet Major. It was published in 1880. The Mayor of Casterbridge, published in 1886. The Woodlanders in 1887. Tess of the Double in 1891. The Well-Beloved, it was published in 1892. And Jude the Obscure, it was published in 1895. Hardy himself has divided his novels into 3 classes. Number 1, novel of character and environment. In these, characters dominates the novel and nature also plays an important role. Then, romances and fantasies. And lastly, the novels of ingenuity and experiment. So these are the 3 classes in which Hardy himself divides his novels. Besides these novels, 3 volumes of short stories were also published. These are Wessex Tales, published in 1888, A Group of Noble Dames in 1891, and Life's Little Ironies, it was published in 1894. Besides these prose writings, he also wrote verses and poems, as poetry was Hardy's first literary love. He wrote poems from the 1860s onward till near his death, completing nearly 1,000 poems. In all, he has written he has written 986 poems, which got published in various collections. In 1898, Hardy published his first volume of poetry, Wessex Poems, and it's a collection of poems written over a period of 30 years. Besides these, Poems of the Past and the Present, published in 1902, Time's Laughing Stocks in 1909, Satires of Circumstance 1914, Moments of Vision 1917, Human Shows Far Fantasies, it was published in 1925, and Winter Words in 1928. But after harsh criticism for 2 of his novels, he wrote and published works of drama. And his most massive, unique, and great achievement was the 525 pages book that include prose, dramatic lyric, and philosophic verse. The title was The Dynasts. It got published between 1903 to 1908 in 3 parts. It's an epic poem representing in dramatic form the cause of the Napoleonic Wars from 1805 to 1815. He also wrote a drama, and the title was The Famous Tragedy of the Queen of Cornwall. It was published in 1923. It's a one-act play. Now, like if we have to sum up Hardy's achievements, his literary achievement or his literary life, we can divide it into 4 phases in relation to his works. Phase 1, it begins from 1840 and lasts till 1870. It embraces his childhood, adolescence, apprenticeship as an architect, his first marriage with Emma, then his early poems, his attempts, he tries to write poetry, and his first unpublished novel. Then phase 2 begins from 1871 and it lasts till 1897. This was the most fruitful and productive phase or period of his life as a writer. Intensive writing work he did, which resulted in publication of 14 novels and a number of short stories. Then phase 3 from 1898 to 1908, period of great epic drama in which he wrote and got published the verse drama The Dynasts. Then phase 4 from 1909 to 1928 till his death, the period of lyrical poetry, when he again turned towards writing poetry. He gave up writing novels and he started writing poetry again, maybe due to his old age also, because he has become old, and this way we can see that these are the major literary achievements of Thomas Hardy, and all these works hold a secure and a unique position for him in modern English literature. Students, I hope now you are familiar with the life, works and achievements of Thomas Hardy. And in our next class, we will discuss about him as a novelist and the important features of his writings. Till then, keep reading. Start reading your text. Okay? Thank you.